Hi guys, I've come on today to give you a tour of my office. As I mentioned in my very first video, I work from home full-time as a legal secretary. So I'll give you a little tour of my office and perhaps tell you a little bit more about what I do from day to day. So this is our box room, the third bedroom. So I just have a small radiator and a bin with my computer tower stacked at the side of the desk. I have a slanket for when it's cool and we don't want to put the heating on just yet. That does come in quite handy. I love snuggling up in that, and it doesn't really get in the way. Yeah, it's nice to be snuggly and warm without having to have the heating on. Just got a cupboard here, which is like the cupboard over the stairs. It's got lots of rubbish in there, so I'm not going to be opening the cupboard. And I have this beautiful picture, which is like a beach picture, on the back wall. It's actually behind my chair. Andrew bought me this from Amazon just to smarten the room up a bit. And I really love it. Sometimes I'll like turn around in my chair and go and sit on the beach for a while. Then I have a printer. I don't actually use this for my work, but it's more for personal things. Some stacking trays and a table, just with different bits and pieces in. It's actually not work related, it's more personal stuff, but we just keep it in here. These two folders, probably from Wilkinson's or Amazon, have got work related stuff in, and I refer to them quite often. This is the view, so this is our front garden and the car. Then we have on the windowsill, I've got last year's calendar, last year's desk calendar, and that has all the pictures are of Alfie. So I've kept that because I just thought it was nice to decorate the windowsill. Got some post-it notes, a notebook, a stapler and some spare pens. Then turning to the desk and the chair, I've got my swivelly chair. This was provided by work. All the equipment is provided by work. So yes, the chair and the desk and the computer equipment is provided by my company. So we've got a shredder down there. That is actually a personal shredder. We just use that for all the junk mail that you get. Then I've got my two screens here. So I have two computer screens because part of my job is editing documents. So people will scan documents through to me and I'll have them on this screen and be typing and doing amendments and creating documents on this screen. And I've got a radio here for those quiet times. I've got our modem. It actually works much better with the modem being plugged straight into the computer, and the everything else still works fine downstairs. I have some personal decorations that were bought by Andrew when I first started the job. So I have a little tin with buttons on, and that I keep my drawing pins in there. I've got my ERs. Some of you may know I do like my ERs. I've got some coasters, two coasters that was bought for me by when I was in the office. It's lovely. It's been lovely, but I have to scream now. So that was bought for me when I was still in the office and I brought it home, and that's one of our personal coasters. And this is this year's calendar. So we've got more pictures of Alfie. Oops. So that's this year's desk calendar and some tissues, and I've got a very old photo of Snoopy in there, so he's still looking over me even today. Then my mouse mat, I've got a keyboard rest, a wrist rest and my keyboard, and I always keep my pens slotted into that slot on the keyboard, and I really like that. I've also got the computer rests, the screen raisers to raise up the level of the computers, the screens, and that works really well. And down here I've got a foot pedal for dictation. So what happens is you have a piece of software on your computer that people can download dictations to, which are audio files, and you can pick them up and put your foot on and have your earphones in your ear and start typing away on a document. So yeah, so then I have my fan here. I don't actually use this so much because I've got a window to open, but sometimes it does get rather stuffy in the afternoon. But what I've actually found it more useful for is like a hanger for my headphones. So I've got a pair of headphones and it's actually got a microphone speaker on, because what they do is they've plugged there's a sort of phone system within the computer, so people can phone me through the computer and I can speak to them through my headphones. So it's all pretty cool. So we've got a really good setup here and I'm really very happy. So I worked in the office in Leeds for about 5 years and I've worked from home since February 2015. So going on for 18 months now and I'm still really happy working from home. I've been asked to do special projects, I do all sorts of different work and I really enjoy it. So on the wall in front of my computer screens I've got my clock to keep an eye on the time and those minutes ticking away until the end of the shift. I've got a calendar which comes with the Ideal Home magazine subscription. I've been getting these calendars for about 5 years and the pictures are always really lovely. Good set out to the calendars. They come with, I'm not sure whether they come just if you buy the magazine in the shop, but they come with the subscription magazine in December and they're always really nice. I've then got a pin board. I've got some pictures. So there's Andrew with Alfie. There's a wedding picture with my nephews. You won't be able to recognise them from that. That's over 10 years ago, so don't worry about showing you that picture. There's Snoopy in the snow. That must be about 4 or 5 years ago. There's another one of Alfie, more of Snoopy and Alfie. I've got plenty of pictures to help while away those times. Just looking up at the pictures helps you get through the day. I've got some guidance notes up here. There's nothing identifying on these notes. I've got some personal notes and phone numbers which I've covered up. They are post-it notes that are pinned to the board. It just draws your eye to them, and it's things that I use every day. So I want to talk about this for a while. This is our time recording codes. So I'm accountable for every minute of my shift that I do, every little job that I do. I have to record the time and record what type of job it is I'm doing. So it's not a job where you can sit on your bottom and make coffee. You are having to account for the minutes of time that you're doing and prove that you've worked what you said you have. So I've got a really lovely setup here, I think. I'm so happy working from home. Got all my things around me. As I say, usually I'm listening to dictation, but if I'm doing some document amending, then that's when I'll have the radio on. Oh, there I've also got a stand to put my iPhone on, so I can just have my iPhone stood up there at the side. I really like that. So let me know what you think of my lovely little office. Andrew painted it freshly for me in last February. So it's a lovely coffee colour. If you've got any questions, let me know, any comments. And please like and subscribe, and you'll see more house tours and weight loss vlogs and lots of different things. Eeyore says bye, Alfie says bye, and Snoopy says bye. See you later.